Hi, this is Jessica with the Kitchen Coven, and I've been pining after one of these Greenstalks for a while now, but with my husband's last few years in the Army, we were moving around a lot, so I didn't want to just splurge and then move it around the last few years. But now we're in our quote-unquote forever home, and I splurged, so I wanted to do a little unboxing. I bought a lot at once to meet the kind of the minimum shipping, even though if you do buy the Greenstalk itself, it will it will cover the shipping. So I heard a lot about these seed houses. I grow a lot of my vegetables from seed, especially the more of like the root vegetables and the leafy vegetables. So I wanted to get a seed house, one for every pocket. And then I bought the plant support. I don't know if I'll need it, but on the bottom shelf I'm planning on doing some like bush green beans. So I bought it just in case the green beans seem like they need the support and stuff like that. So there's the plant support. Next, I bought these trellises. It's really cute. They're tied together with a little pink ribbon. I think I'll use the trellises more than the plant support. I heard a lot of good things about the trellises, just for even like flowers and stuff like that, trailing flowers and bush beans and supporting all sorts of things. So I bought some trellises. And then, because I'm 7B in Maryland, I did just go ahead and splurge on a frost cover. I like the idea of having the frost cover into winter and then being able to start like hardy winter vegetables early in spring. I did get a tomatoes pocket guide, which is supposed to like help you learn about how to grow tomatoes in your Greenstalk specifically. And this was a gift in the package. And got a cute little thank you for growing with us package with some lettuce seeds. Where I put the, oh, right here. With some black-seeded Simpson lettuce seeds. I'm not going to do lettuce right now because it is mid-June, and so I don't think the lettuce is going to do very well. But I'll share what I'm going to plant. And then I got this cute little frog sticker. I also bought some seeds. This is going to be more for there's like onion, there's shallots, there's a lot of different kale, some eggplant, celery, and then some royal burgundy bush beans and a squash. Probably won't do any of those yet. I'll probably wait until the fall to do some of this kale when the other plants are done. Now for the big thing. I got stone because it kind of matches. We're going for like an Italian via garden in this back patio. So I bought stone because it kind of matches that that look. And then we'll have a lot of pops of color with flowers and like pillows and stuff like that. So we did buy the stone. I like the little bee on the top. This is the top water reservoir. These are the water reservoirs that go in between each tier. And then I just bought the regular stand because my patio back here, like if I move the Greenstalk into the middle of the patio, like where it's going to be 90% of its time, the whole thing will get full sun all the way around. So I just bought the regular one because I don't really need to spin it all that much. I got a little bee magnet as a gift. So cute. I also bought these little carrot caps. Is it necessary for your Greenstalk? No. Are they cute? Yes. And they have different levels for, like, I think the bottom is like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch to help you with your seeds. And you also put them in the middle of the, I'll show you, of the main mid pocket so that you don't get like dirt and stuff in there when you're planting. And they come in 4 different colors. So there's a purple one, a yellow one, like a reddish one, and an orange one. And they're really super cute. I'll probably keep 2 with my Greenstalk and 2 in my garden bag. I couldn't say no. What do you say? This is just the wheels for the base. This is water to attach to the base, right? So you would put, just put this here, and you can move the water where you want it. And then these are my tiers. I just did 3 tiers. We spend time out there, but not a lot, and it's also not very big. So I didn't want to do too much. And I was worried about, like, if anything was like super high with the elements when it gets windy up here and stuff like that. So this will keep it below the top of the wall of the patio. So this was what I bought. I'm going to put it together. So this is our tippy top patio, as we call it. And it's really been our last priority. So the Greenstalk is like the first part of getting some color up here. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to really decorate up this patio. Putting the space together, making sure this tubing is really on there really well. So you can see there's a hole right here, so the water will run down through the middle of the Greenstalk and then go right out to the side of the patio. The wheels look really easy to put on. You just pop them right in there. The wheels are really sturdy, and the connector is like really sturdy. These are not cheap. These aren't cheaply made, I should say. Everything so far. Oh, and they have locks. See? That's so fun. Everything I've seen so far that's been coming out of the box has really impressed me a lot. I think one wheel has a lock, maybe 2. Three wheels will have locks. All right, so I'm going to put every other as a lock then. All right, so there we go. 3 wheels without locks, 3 wheels with locks, and I did every other wheel a lock. I think I am going to stack and fill. As you can see, this part of the patio is starting to get full sun, and it'll be like this until, 8 o'clock at night or whenever the sun goes down. So I'm actually really excited to see how the plants do in the Greenstalk. Got my first one sitting down in here, and as you can see, it's clicking in. It's really well, and the wheels are really nice. As you can see how it looks. And I got my little carrots. Again, not necessary, but it's cute. I should have watched the wheels. Make a little well for the water reservoir. Now, tier 2. As you can see at the along the tiers, I don't know if I can get it. I'll try to show it later when I set this up. It does say fill soil to the very top. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Now my carrot. I did the calculations online and it sounded like 3 bags of 32 dry quartz is what's needed. About 1 bag a tier, but I got like probably 80% of 1 bag into the first tier. So I'll have some leftover soil to like refill in when things start to get, you know, pushed down. Next watering tier. Now this watering tier has tiny holes in it to help even out the water flow into the Greenstalk. So make sure that these tiny holes align with the pocket. They also suggest using potting soil. I mean, and it makes sense if you think about it. This is just a giant pot, right? So you don't want any soil that's going to like get waterlogged because the plants just won't like that. And now I'll put the watering top on. And the lid. So this is the Greenstalk. I think 3 tiers was perfect. It's really heavy, sturdy. 3 tiers up here. I have no worries that it'll topple over. It moves around very nicely, so I can, you know, move it around when we have guests and need more room on the patio, but I think it's going to work perfect up here. I also have about 1/4 of a bag of soil left. So with the settling of the soil and having to add more soil probably throughout the summer, it will probably end up being about 3 of these bags per tier. These are the seeds I'm going to put in the Greenstalk. I have some marigold seeds that I harvested for my marigolds last year. I've got bunching onion. So the marigold and the bunching onion are going to go on the top tier. I've got bok choy and rainbow Swiss chard, which is going to go in the middle tier. And then I've got pea, sugar and dwarf pea, and some bush bean French slenderettes to go on the bottom tier. These are all plants that will do well in a smaller gardening setup like the Greenstalk. I'm going to mix some of this arbor fertilizer into the soil a little bit before we get started. This is a really interesting fertilizer. Actually, just looks like dirt. Just sprinkle it on top. I put just a little bit of fertilizer, like a sprinkle, in every pocket, and I'm just massaging it with my little rake to the soil, just a little bit. The bunching onions want about 1/4 of a depth. And I'm going to plant things every other pot. Or, yeah, every other pot. Next are the marigolds. I don't know if pollinators actually come this high, like bees. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do plants in here that would need pollination. But I'm going to do the marigolds just to try it out and see how it goes. Next, I'm going to top them with a little bit of soil. Hear that mockingbird? I must have a nest up on my roof. Next, we're going to do the Swiss chard and bok choy. These all, well, the bok choy needs like a 1/4 inch depth, and the Swiss chard needs like a 1/2 inch depth. Good.
Whoa.
Yay. Thank you.
That's fun. How does it get water?
From the top.
Oh. Like, does it have like a water thing that, like a reservoir that holds it? Or you gotta just water it every day?
No, it has a reservoir that holds it. So my husband came up here and dropped me off a Sprite, because that's what I asked for when he was went to the grocery store while I was doing this. And now I don't know which pocket the bok choy went in, so I might have bok choy and chard in the same pockets. Who knows? It'll be an experiment. Both the sugar and dwarf pea and the bush beans need 1 inch depth. I did 5 a pocket. I don't know. Seems like a good number. Once I soak the pockets down, I'm going to fill up the middle reservoir. Now it's time for a good soaking. I'm actually going to put the seed houses on first, and then fill up the middle reservoir. See if I can show you guys. See, they kind of zigzag over the top. I really like these bags too. I think that they would be really helpful for like pulling up bulbs that aren't hardy over the Maryland winter. And I'm gonna do that this year with my gladiolas. Just seems silly to keep buying gladiola bulbs, so I'm gonna use these bags. So I got all the seed houses hooked up. This was a surprisingly easy project. I thought it was gonna take me a lot longer to get everything done, but I'm really happy. I'm really impressed. Now time to fill up the water reservoir. There you have it, my Greenstalk. Hopefully it'll be full of plants in about a month.